to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and welcome to the Dreaming of Disney podcast. And I'm with my beautiful wife, Adrienne. Say hello, Adrienne.
Too intense for me right now. Calm down.
Sorry. It's been a long week. That's what we say every week. It's been a long week.
Maybe.
Most of the time.
This
Busy.
one has been horrible.
4 sick kids. 4. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And it wasn't all at once. It was, one.
1 for a week, and then
4 days later, the second one. 2 days later, the next one. The next
couple hours.
Next couple hours, the last one. So
we're the 2 last standing.
we have to stay that way. So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been long and tiring.
Yeah.
But here we are, Sunday evening. We're talking Disney.
Yep.
Talking Disneyland. We are, if you haven't guessed, we are a husband and a wife. We have kids.
We're talking about.
We love talking about Disneyland, Disney World, all things Disney, mostly Disney theme parks.
Yes.
So if you're new, welcome.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm Tim. She's Adrienne.
It's like, when do people leave voicemails anymore? But they
Some do.
ask questions, but they're obviously not going to get a response. Like my mom used to do that. She'd leave a voicemail and be like, "Hi, how are you?"
Oh,
And you'd be like, "It's a voicemail. I'm not going to."
just wait for you to respond.
Like, obviously you might ask a question like, "Hey, I'm calling. I was wondering about this. Give me a call back." But she would ask a question and then kind of pause. Anyways,
She's talking to
I just did that because I asked people, "How are you? I want to know. Let me know."
Okay. So a couple weeks ago, we ranked all the Disneyland attractions.
Yes. Yes.
And now it's California Adventure's turn.
Yes. I didn't want to leave out California. I felt like I needed to see this through, Did it for one park and I didn't just want to drop it. So this is rankings with 2 of our kids, the 2 older ones that could handle the assignment.
Yes.
Because, in Disneyland, there were 28 and we didn't do every single ride and we didn't do every single, quote unquote, attraction because someone's like the Mr. Lincoln, the whatever with Mr. Lincoln. I can't think of the full name, but that was one. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to count that. We've never done it. And if there was 10 and those were some of the 10, okay. But there were so many that if I would have done all of them, even things like that, and the Tiki Room, and there was another one, the monorail, which I was like, that's not really a ride, that's transportation. It would have been so long. So I cut some out. So here in California, there aren't as many. There were 22, but I did cut some out. They had the Animation Academy, which we love doing, but I was like,
it's not an attraction.
it's not like a ride.
Yeah.
It's on the attraction list, but it's not a ride. But then I did do Turtle Talk. So I don't know. I was just kind of, I don't know.
Picking and choosing.
I'm like, whatever. I'm not getting paid to do this. I don't need to make it that hard.
Don't need to be scientific with it.
I can do what I want here. No one's checking up on me here. Okay. So anyway, so there were 22 that I wrote down and had us do.
Okay.
So
explain the process. How do we come to this final conclusion of lists?
You got 1 through 22. Each of us, you and I and the 2 older children, have to write out in order, our rankings, the rides, 1 to 22. Then I take a ride. I add up which rank we gave it. So I gave this ride a 1. You gave it a 3. Noah gave it a 10. Jack gave it 12. I add that, divided by 4.
And that gives you the
and
average.
that gives me the average. And typically it's like, 6.5, 8.75. It's not like.
So do you round up? Or do
Rarely
you round down?
are they even.
Well, if it's above 5, you round up. If it's below 5, you round down.
I actually didn't round because then that would have given me more ties. Probably we did have some ties, but I just write. What I did is then I wrote them out.
So you're saying it's rigged?
No, no, but like I then wrote on a piece of paper 1 through 22. And like when something got an 8.25, I wrote it like on the line for 8. But then when I got an 8.75, I wrote that one like right under it.
Okay.
Maybe I could have just rounded, but I did it the way I did it. I'm not a math person, so I just did it the way I did it. Whatever.
Sounds legit to me.
It would end up the same.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's
start at the bottom.
Start at the bottom. Let's work our way up.
1, 2 ties and 1 3-way tie. We have a 3-way tie. So
All right,
ended up being 18 slots.
Got it.
Okay. So at 18, we have Golden Zephyr.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Which is the like.
It is one of the lamest rides.
Kind of like the Rockets, but it's similar to the Rockets or Astro Orbiter. Mm-hmm. And like, it's kind of neat when you're up there. But the one thing I don't like about this one is the side is open.
Oh, yeah. So you feel like you're gonna
sometimes
fall
it's
out.
a little freaky.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I went on it with 2 of the boys. And so I think one had to be like in front of us alone. And I remember being like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with them. I think you're buckled. You're buckled.
Yeah, you're buckled.
But
you have one of those, like, you don't have individual seatbelts. It's like, it's like one seatbelt for a group of people.
Yeah, like Dumbo.
Yeah.
And then also you're kind of slanted.
Yeah.
And you kind of are sliding down towards the opening part. And it's not, yeah. So like, Jack doesn't like that one at all.
The last time I rode it, I was with Boston and I was buckling us in and I pinched his finger in the buckle.
Ooh.
He was very upset.
Yeah.
And
that was a jerk move.
And he did not like that. Right. He was crying the entire time.
Oh.
So I have not rode it since.
Okay. All right. At 17, we have the Inside Out Whirlwind of Emotion ride.
Mm-hmm. That one's kind of lame too.
It is kind of lame. It's the old ride that was in Bug's Land. That's Flicks something.
I'm going to say something bad. Just Flicks ride.
Flicks ride.
Bug's Land.
It's the exact same thing. I still want to try it at night though, because the outside of the ride is cool where it looks like you're inside, Riley's head.
Yeah.
And so it has all of the memory balls and like they light up. But when you're there during the day and at certain parts during the day, the sun,
super hot
it's like
there.
hot in the summer and the sun is like right on you. So it's like, I took Georgia on it when we went for our anniversary last year.
Yeah.
You were doing something else and I took her on that. And I had to like cover her face for most of the ride because the sun was just like right on us. And so you can't really see the lights lighting up. But at night, I think it'd be more fun. So we'll have to try it at night sometime. But it's like a 2-second ride, Okay. Anyways, 16, Jumpin' Jellyfish.
Yep. Another lame one.
But have you ever been on it?
No.
It's actually like a little more like, whoa. Like I got butterflies from it.
Oh, okay.
Because they used to have, when California was first open, they had like the drop zone ride. And this is obviously much smaller than that, but I got butterfly. Like I got like, ooh.
It's like a baby Guardians.
Yes. Kind of like a baby Guardians. Number 15, we have a tie.
Okay.
Pixar Pal Around, which is the Ferris wheel.
Yep.
And that one I didn't break down into swinging or non-swinging. I just, which I probably would have given that one, I don't know, because the Sweeney one, it's an intense.
Scary. It's scary.
I don't know if I could do it now. Just I'm older and my head goes places, and I'd be like, we're all gonna die. But when I was younger, it was fun. So that tied with the trolley, the red car trolley, which is funny because I don't know if we've ever been on the trolley.
I don't think we've been on the trolley,
but I like seeing the trolley.
The idea of the trolley.
Yeah. So those came in at number 15. 14, the games at Pixar Pier, which that was another one where I didn't know if I was going to include it because it's not a ride, but we've done them.
I was contemplating making that one last.
Didn't you? Oh, no, you made Golden Zephyr last, right? The Golden Zephyr. No, you did make it last.
Oh, I did make it last?
You did make it last.
I did make it last because...
I think I did too.
I hate it because it always ends up with our kids fighting.
Yeah, because like one of them wins something and the other one doesn't. So you have to go to one of the ones where no matter what, they get something.
Yeah.
But those toys aren't as cool.
Yeah.
Like those little stuffed
None
animals.
of the toys are cool.
No. Well, no, some of them, they have like an Eve and like a Wall-E.
Yeah, that's true.
Which we used to have the Wall-E. I think we got rid of it, but
it always ends in some kid crying.
Yeah, they're not great.
And yeah, it's just...
Yeah, but the kids like them.
They do.
So that was number 14. Number 13, Jesse's Critter Carousel. So,
Yeah.
Yep. 12 was Turtle Talk.
Okay.
That one has gotten old because we've done it so many times and it's the same thing.
Same bits.
And like, you know, people will give different answers, but like it pretty much is the same. And first, if you haven't done it, and you have small kids, I would definitely recommend it.
Oh, for sure. It's fun.
It's fun. We've just done it so much that it's like, okay, we know what's coming.
Wait, what are some of the names that Crush has given us?
Barnacle Boston.
Barnacle Boston.
What was Jack?
Jellyfish Jack.
Maybe. Gnarly Noah?
Gnarly Noah.
I feel like Noah's gotten called on.
Yeah.
Nautical Noah. Nautical Noah?
Something water themed.
Yeah. I like Barnacle Boston.
Yeah. He because he's called on me before. Just because one of the kids are like sitting on my lap. I think Boston was on my lap one time.
No, they'll ask one of the times that he calls on a kid, he asks like, you know, which one like is your parent?
Yeah.
And so they always talk to a parent, and one time they talked to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think was it like Tidal Wave Tim or something like that? I don't remember. Something like that.
I don't remember.
But anyways.
No. I was so curious what he would say about me. Because my name he probably would butcher it. Okay. 11 is a tie.
Okay.
Luigi's whatever.
Rollickin'
Roadsters is tied with Mickey's PhilharMagic.
Okay.
I feel like that's,
Seems about right.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
Yeah. The next one is...
Number 10.
Number 10 is the three-way tie.
It's a three-way tie.
It's a three-way tie. Such a weird combo.
Okay.
Like me. Two of these? Okay. I could see it. But so I'm trying to decide. I think I'll start with the ones that kind of go together.
Okay.
Little Mermaid.
Okay.
The Silly Symphony Swings.
Okay.
And Guardians.
I figured that one would be down low.
Which you and I had it,
I think I had it number 2.
You, let's see, I have it at 3.
No, I had number 3.
You had it at 3. Yeah, we both had it at 3, but then we're doing Jack and Noah. If Boston would have done it, he would have had it's his number 1.
Number 1.
The other two have never been on it. Jack had it at 17 and Noah had it at 21.
Gosh, Noah.
I know. Noah is like, Jack like thinks maybe some point. Noah's like, never. So that brought Guardians way down. If we would have had Boston, I figured it out. I'm like, okay, if we would have done Boston and then divided by 5, it would have gone up to number 8.
Oh,
so
wow.
still not great.
But still.
But it would have gone up because Boston would have had it at 1.
Yeah.
So, okay, so number 9, Monsters.
Okay.
stinking oldest two.
Incredicoaster, isn't it?
Number 8 is Incredicoaster.
That one hurts.
I know.
That was my number 1.
That's your number 1. It's my number 2. I have too many boys. That was my second.
Yes.
The boys brought us way down on here. I had Jack bring it up. Jack had it like last, and I was like, no. Come on, really
That's not
think
what
about
we're gonna
this.
do here.
Think about this. We're not
Of
doing
course
this.
not.
Jack switched it to 15, but Noah had it at 18.
Okay.
They'll do it someday and they'll love it, or maybe they won't. Who knows?
I swore off roller coasters.
You did until you married
And
me.
now until I married you. And now I love them. I have my limits.
Yeah, like you wouldn't enjoy Six Flags,
No. Nope.
which I don't think I would now either. I'm too old.
But I love Incredicoaster.
Yeah. And you have your limit with that too. Like you can't do it more than twice
Yeah. Yeah. I think
in a day.
yeah, twice in a day.
Yeah.
Anymore. The second time I'm already like, okay, that's too much. Third time I'd be throwing up.
All right. Number 7, Grizzly River Run.
See, I almost forgot about that one.
That's Noah's number 1.
What?
Oh, Noah loves Grizzly River Run.
Well, I know that. I didn't
Oh no, I'm
think-
sorry. It's his number. It's his second. I can't say
This
it.
is number 2.
It's his number 2. Noah's number 2. Yeah. Noah had it at 2. Noah loves it.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't think.
You had it at 6. I had it at 6. Jack had it at 22
Well, he hates getting
or
wet.
20. I'm sorry, 21. Yeah,
hates getting
he
wet.
hates.
He's a cat.
He's a cat. He's never. Why did we say he was a cat last week? Because he never got wet, or he doesn't like getting wet. And
don't
then I was like, oh
remember.
my gosh, he is a cat.
I don't remember what we said. I'll have to listen.
You
back
said
to it.
something, and you're like, he's like a cat. Anyways, yeah, he's never been on it, but yeah, he does not like getting wet. So he'll go on Splash Mountain, and
But
he
yes,
likes
wear a
it.
Poncho.
Yeah, and that one you don't get. Well, you can because we got pretty wet last time we went. But
The Grizzly River
River
Run.
Run. Although I've been on Grizzly River Run and not gotten that wet,
Yeah.
and then I've gotten head to toe drenched. So
Mm-hmm.
it just depends. But he would be miserable.
Yeah.
That's one where I'm like, nobody don't, because I don't want to deal with you the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Unless we were staying at Grand California.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately after, we would just be like, okay, and then after this, we're going to go back and change. Then
Yeah.
I would tell him to try it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, we're going to go back and change. But okay. Anyways, that was 7. 6, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good ride.
Yeah.
That's a good ride. Number 5, Web Slingers.
Okay.
4, Goofy Sky School.
Yeah. That's at first I was gonna have that lower, and it's like, oh no, I gotta rearrange.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. Okay, so we're at our top 3.
Okay. Top 3. Gosh, I don't even know what's left.
Think about it.
So we already said Incredicoaster. We already said Guardians. Mm-hmm. I know Racers is left. Mm-hmm. I already know where that one's at. I can't think.
Pretty big ones.
Good ones.
Or, popular,
Web Slingers.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got Soren. Soren's number 3.
Yes.
All right.
Soren is 3.
Okay.
Noah loves Soren. Noah had it at 3.
Okay. So is Soren's number 3.
Oh, and Jack did too. They both had it at 3.
So number 2. What's left? Oh, number 2 is Toy Story Mania.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I think I had that one lower.
You did, Jack. It's Jack's number 1.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. He loves video games.
Yes, it does make sense. I had Toy Story Mania at 5. You had it at 4, and Noah had it at 5.
Okay.
I had a hard time with like the top 5, and I think last year, early on in our podcast, we did like our top 5 at each, and I had
Yeah.
a hard time
Yeah.
with California because I feel like the top ones are just all so good. You know?
I know.
But yeah, so that's number 2.
Number 1, Radiator
Number
Spring
1
Racers.
is Racers. I had it at 1, and this one took
I
me
should
a
have
while.
wrote just Test Track, just to throw people off.
What people? Me? I was the one. I was doing this. Jack had it at 2. I had it at 1. You had it at 2, and Noah had it at 1.
Yeah.
So I had a hard time between. I actually did the rest of my list and left 1 and 2 blank for a while because between Incredicoaster and Racers, I have a really they're tied. Like I really can't choose. But I had to. So the reason I went with Racers is because I like that Racers has like the calm part at the beginning.
Yeah.
And like with the song and you're going through and it's like relaxing and then you go and it has the story through, and then the fun race part, where like Incredicoaster is you're going the whole time. And I love that. But yeah, so they're tied.
Best of both worlds. Like
That's
Hannah
a
Montana.
Lizzie McGuire.
No, Hannah Montana. Best
Oh, you're right.
'cause
Lizzie McGuire was. Oh my gosh! I just saw a thing the other day that was like this Lizzie McGuire song. But you're right, because
Miley
now
Cyrus and Hannah
I'm
Hannah
picturing when I
Montana.
worked at the Disney store. There was a shop across the mall. We were in the mall, and across the, what is that called? Just the store across the way.
Yeah.
Was oh my gosh, what was that store called? It's closed now. It's the Limited 2. I think it was the Limited 2 or was something. And they had all this Hannah Montana stuff and they would play that song really loud. And we were like, are they trying to like go to like, compete with us or something? Yeah. Should we blast like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse over here?
Well, that was a Disney Channel show too.
Was it Disney Channel?
Yeah.
But we didn't have Hannah Montana stuff. But they would like blast it and they would have like these party. No, it wasn't Limited to it because it wasn't a clothing store. It was a store these girls would go and they could get like dressed up like princesses and they would get dressed up as like Hannah Montana, but not Disney princesses. What was this store? Anyways, because girls would have like birthday parties there and like get like a pink clip-on like stripe in their hair and pretend like they're Hannah Montana and they could like, and so they would teach the girls this song and like little dance moves when they had these little birthday parties. I cannot remember the name of this store, but it was right across this.
How do you get a job at a place like that?
Well, how do you get a job at a Disney store? I worked at the Disney store.
It's a little bit different. It's like you gotta be like want to do that type of stuff. Like a Disney store, it's just like your typical.
Or you just need a job, so you do it.
Yeah, I guess that too.
Yeah. I mean, part of my interview at Disney store was I had to tell them who the Fab Five were.
Who are the Fab Five?
Mickey, Donald, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy. I went in kind of weird order there, but.
You'll pass.
Yeah. Anyways, so there it is.
Top 22.
Top 22. Some ties, some weird ties. Guardians and Little Mermaid.
What do you want to do? It's a toss up between Guardians and Little Mermaid. So I don't know. We got to flip a coin for this one.
Which honestly, I like both of those rides a lot.
I actually had Little Mermaid up higher.
You did.
Because
Gigi.
It's a good, well, one, because of Gigi.
Because she loves it.
But also, on a hot day,
it feels so good when you get inside. You had it at 10.
Yeah, because it's a long ride. Mm-hmm. And it's always nice and cool. So,
especially when you go under the sea.
Yeah.
Like the part where you're like going down and you're going under the ocean, you get like this blast of cool air.
Yeah. So like on a long hot day, you got two good rides. You got Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. And Pirates.
And Small World.
And Small World.
Yeah.
So you have 3 good rides.
But yeah, Grizzly, River Run, Splash Mountain.
But I mean, if you want like
just like a relaxing, like.
If you need a nap.
Yeah.
Because I have fallen asleep on all 3 of those rides.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
They're good.
It's a good ride. So
I think we should end this episode. This week was the end of the 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World. After 18 long months, they're calling it quits.
I know, I'm sad about it. And it's kind of funny because it's the only time I've been.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to expect. Like, because we got to go during the 50th, so there was special stuff, which I didn't get like really many of the special desserts because it was just a crazy trip. But like,
It was a weird trip.
I did get some, but I'm like, are we going to go back and be like, the castle doesn't look as good?
Well, I guess they're taking down like the embellishments, like they're taking down the 50th.
We might
symbol,
not even notice because we've only been once.
and they're taking off like the little stripes and things, but they're keeping the paint scheme.
Like the iridescent colors?
No, like the rose pink color.
Oh, so not like at night when it was lit up.
I don't know if they're
Because
keeping
that
the iridescent.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Like at night, it was beautiful,
Vibrant,
like
yeah.
so cool. But yeah, also I like saw people's posts of like the merchandise and I was like, I don't remember that. Because one of the things I was looking forward to so much about going during the 50th was like
Yeah.
the merchandise.
Yeah.
Because during the 60th at Disneyland, I wanted to buy everything. Like they had so much cool stuff. And they have a lot of cool stuff for the 100.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get there and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
Like I was like, the one thing I want, there was a Dooney and Burke I had seen that I really wanted to like check out, but it sold out within the first like
yeah.
week of the 50th. And I did get a Spirit jersey that I really like, but like there weren't like, I wanted to get Georgia like a Minnie Mouse that was dressed up in the 50th and they didn't have anything. I had to get it later at the Disney store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I was very, I was disappointed with the merchandise, but then I see pictures now, people like posting like their favorite parts of the 50th. And I'm like, where was that?
Well, a lot of this stuff didn't come out until later just because of COVID and like the
And we did,
shipping delays and all that stuff.
yeah, so maybe we missed a lot
think
because
we were
we
too
did
early,
go.
yeah.
We went in February and it started in October.
Yeah.
So we went kind of early on and we went like at the height of, what was it called? Omicron. And so
Ami.
things were odd. So yeah, so
Odd
maybe
for Omicron.
we missed some of the good stuff,
I think
which
we might have.
stinks because I like made sure we had room in the suitcase because I was like, I'm gonna buy it all, and I didn't buy.
I didn't have anything.
I didn't get anything. Like, yeah. So,
Yeah. Well,
but
we're going in August.
We're going in August.
They're going to have Disney 100 stuff though.
Which we have, but I'm so glad that we got to go during the 50th. It was like 3 years before that we were like, oh, it would be really like, we should try to take a family trip to
right.
Disney World, like
Yeah.
at some point. And then we were at Disneyland. We were talking to somebody. We were talking to a Disney Vacation Club guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like telling us how you could use your points at different resorts. And he was like, in a few years, it's going to be the Disney World 50th.
That's right. We're like,
And we were
it's
like,
so far away.
so far away. It felt so far away. It was like 3 years away. But we are like, hey, that'll be good. That'll give us time to save up and maybe we could actually do it. And then
Lo and behold.
the pandemic hit. And then we were like, okay, are we not going to be able to do it? It wasn't even open, for
Yeah.
a while. But then, yeah, we were able to do it. And I still can't really believe we did, because I remember thinking, oh, in 3 years, like it'd be so fun, but it felt so like out of reach,
Yeah.
just taking, and that was
Yeah.
before we had 4 kids. We only had 3 kids and we were like, oh, I don't know. Would we be able to do that? Just us take all 3 kids to Florida? No, it's so much. And
We did it. It actually wasn't too hard.
it really wasn't. I mean, there were times where it was like hectic and chaotic, and people probably looked at us and were like, "Oh my gosh!" But
You fit all those people in a small Animal Kingdom room? We did.
Gosh,
We
that was
So cramped.
never again. That part of it, never again. But yeah, no, it was
fun.
It was fun.
And now, time for part 2 of our Disney World trip.
What?
Coming up.
What?
It's our second trip.
Oh, okay.
Coming in August.
Yeah.
Only a couple months away.
Oh my gosh! Don't say that.
It's only April.
Oh my gosh! I know, but it's gonna go so fast.
I know. So, well, we hope you enjoyed the ranking 22 of California Adventure's attractions.
The main ones, yeah.
The main ones, the ones that matter.
Let us know what your top 2.
Yeah. Send us a message on Instagram. Where can they find us on Instagram?
Good question. dreaming.of.disney.podcast.
That's where we be at.
And oh my gosh, don't say that. And not and. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Leave us a comment. Let us know what your top 2 are. Or you could leave us a review and tell us.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave us a review up on Apple Podcasts.
We'll give you a shout out for our friends in Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I was going to say something, but I didn't.
Okay.
So
We've been. I've
why is it so hard to end these things?
because we've been stuck in the house all week with sick kids, or at least I have.
Yeah.
I think you left a couple times.
I've left a couple of times.
Did you get out?
I wasn't planning on coming back, but I did.
That's right. You went to.
I went to go get coffee.
You went to get coffee
There's
and
a little amusement park right next to
It's
the
not an
coffee.
amusement park. It's an arcade.
Oh, I think I got go-karts.
It's an
and
arcade
stuff.
with go-karts and mini golf. And so he was taking a while, and I was like, "Did you ditch us to go play at the arcade?"
I said the line was really long for the go-karts. So it took me some time.
He just left the house, left me with all the sick kids to go.
Where'd you go? I went to go ride some go-karts.
Go-karts.
Needed to get out. Needed the vent.
I need to get
Need
out.
to get my rage out. Some go-karts. Get some 8-year-old kids. All right, we should stop this. Okay. So we appreciate you. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.